Hey guys, Clumsy here. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Clumsy flying today. How is everyone doing? Thanks for joining me. Good morning, good evening. How's your week been so far? Hopefully you guys are on holidays as well. Hey Buster, thanks for subbing, man. GG. Perfect timing right there. And thanks for joining so early. Appreciate that. Tom, how are you? First indeed. Thanks, glad you were able to join. How's the holidays? How's your PC coming along? Coming anytime soon? Hey Sonoma, fancy seeing you here. Thanks for joining, man. How have you been? What have you been busy with these days? Bunky, glad you made it. Just started a Clumsy Air flight. And remember, the stream was this afternoon. Well, thanks for joining, man, and happy to stay in the background while you're flying for the company especially. You have decided to ascend. Enjoy the new emote and the additional privileges in Discord. Hey Trotter, thanks for joining. Christmas deliveries. Yes, I just finished mine last Monday. Video should be coming out later. Short time-lapse video. 6 deliveries, 1 time-lapse video. We'll see how that looks like. Okay, for today, we are going back to OnAir. We are going back to Pilot2ATC. No VATSIM today. I figured during streams, I think it's better if I don't go with VATSIM, so I can give more attention to you guys, because as it is, just fiddling with the plane, I cannot keep up with chat as much. So adding VATSIM on top of that is not going to be very healthy for interaction with the chat. So yeah, for today we'll go back to Pilot2ATC though. I do miss it, and I want to see how it works with VNAV. So with CJ4, still flying the CJ4. We have VNAV functionality here. I want to see how Pilot2ATC gives us the descent instructions, specifically descent to flight level something, and how that interacts with the VNAV functionality and how we can make that work. We'll see. Anyway, so first things first though, let's load up OnAir. OnAir got an update. I just noticed that the tire is actually sunk underneath the ground there. So anyway, OnAir has received an update yesterday. There is now dark mode and it looks pretty good. There are some areas where the coloring is not ideal. The readability is not yet the best in some areas, but overall, I like the dark mode. It's easier on the eyes. Hey Patrick, thanks for joining, man. Need to pump them back up. Yeah, I think so too. Did Jack manage to finish his deliveries? So let's go and manage the VA here. And I'm interested in doing this because we are going to buy our first aircraft for the VA. So normally, most of the time we are renting out planes because it's cheaper, but we've gotten enough money and I've decided to buy the CJ4 finally. So we have 6.5 million in the Clumsy VA. If you guys are on air, if you're in the Thunder world, feel free to join. Clums is the company code. Just remove the Y from Clumsy. And yeah, we have a couple of guys here who are hard workers. I think currently the one leading the pack, yeah, it's still Gruntworks, with all the deliveries earning so much money for us. I think that's actually just his share. So the company profit from that would be like ×3, something like that. But yeah, he's been flying for 51 hours for the company. Lots of goodies. And then we have a lot of shareholders as well. I also got an 800k, yeah, I show you, 800k Christmas gift from Pab J. Look at this, Merry Late Christmas, 800k. So from 11,000, my money suddenly became 811,000. And all that 800,000 I poured into the VA so that we have more money to spend for our aircrafts and stuff. Ordered your PC on the 21st on back order. Ah, I see. That's okay. That should come up in stock soon. I'm sure the wait is going to be very challenging. Alright. But yeah, I wanted to buy our own plane. And I think what we can do, we also verify in Discord that no one had a violent reaction. Yeah, I think it's okay. Good. Okay, so what we can do is go to the aircraft page here. Yeah, this is what I was saying. Like, the colors are okay in general, but look at the rented one. It's not very easy on the eyes, right? The rented signage right here. So we'll change that. Let's not make it rented anymore. That's the excuse. So the CJ4 that I'm using right now is this one, November 8757 Victor. And I think what we can do is, can I buy this? Let me see if I can get it. If I need to stop the rent before I can buy it, I think I need to do that. But let's check it out. Oh, actually you can do that. Nice. Okay. Instead of picking from the list, you can have the aircraft loaded depending on what you have loaded in the sim, which is the CJ4. And then it detects that. Alright, let's see. Should be the nearest one. It doesn't recognize it. Okay, so I have to stop the rent, I think. Unless it's not for sale in the first place. But we'll try it. We'll check it out. Let's hope that works. So 8757 Victor. What we can do is stop the rent. Saved up over 800 bucks for it. Wow, good job. Hey, downtown. Martial arts class is cancelled this week. Oh, I see. What class are you joining normally? Sounds cool, man. So I'm buying the aircraft now. I think I'll have to stop renting it first. Perfect timing. Glad you joined. Yar, Jack. How was trucking? Enjoying the N14 sounds from Zmod. 5-year warranty. Wow. Nice. That's a great feeling, right? Having something, like having a stake in something. Having something bought for you is good, but having something you buy for yourself feels even better. Some level of satisfaction and fulfillment there. I don't like them. Alright, let's stop renting this one. I hope this works. Otherwise, I won't have a plane to fly. There we go. And now let's go and get into the search, generate aircraft. Search for that near KCEZ, where we ended in the last episode of OnAir. So if we go to distance, there we go, 8757 Victor. Oh, but it's not for sale. Dang it. Why is not for sale? That's crappy. You do taekwondo with your son. Wow. That's cool. Father and son activity. Oh yeah, it's not for sale, unfortunately. So it looks like we'll have to buy something else and then go here. Okay, fine. So if we buy something nearby, let me see. Condition. We'll have to pick one that's decent, right? This one looks good. 8,000 hours. Very far away from high time. It's a bit more expensive, but the airport it's at seems scary. No, actually, it's beach. 1V8. Size is 3, so the runway shouldn't be that short. Should be more than enough for us. Buy a 747. And land it like the way I did last time. That's a good recipe. Okay, let's see. 91% airframe condition. Engine time is 123.5 hours. It's practically brand new, right? Yeah, looks good. Airframe time is 8,000 hours, but 30,000 is the high time. So we have plenty of hours left in here before we need any maintenance. Yeah, I can go with this. And then we'll have to fly it to the Cortes Municipal. Let's do it. Oh, this is going to hurt. But that's fine. We'll make it work. Good. There we go. We have our very own plane now. Let's have a look. That's the one. November 2904 Victor. But we will change the tail number in a bit. Assign that to us. This one. Save. Okay. Now I want to change the tail number. I think I can go to details here. Didn't make me grin at all, especially after hitting the jake brake, right? So one of the advantages when you buy your own plane is you can finally change the tail number. Because the tail number reflects in the sim as well. And of course, we'll be placing that as November 251 Charlie Lima. 25 because I think the CJ4's model number or something, I don't know the technical term, is 25 Charlie, something, 25 something. So 251 Charlie Lima looks good. Identifier saved, good. Alright. That's ours. Now I have to get there though, crap. Yeah, that's true. But I think I have like a ticket. What do you call it? Travel tokens. Yeah, that's the one. So I can probably teleport there so we don't have to wait extra. Let's have a look at this airport where we're departing from here. 1 Victor 8 was it? Let me load up little nav map as well. Yeah, the length of the runway is 7,000 feet, so no problem there. Leech Airport is what this is. Does it have fuel? There is fuel here, that's good. Cool, okay. Plenty enough of stuff. Good morning, Yi. Thanks for joining. How are you? Good. I'll show you what I'm looking at in a bit. But let's first determine how we can get here. 1v8. Okay, let's see. Travel tokens. Cannot use this token to achieve any challenge mission, cargo or packs. Okay. Select the piston aircraft. What does that mean? Maybe that's used for something else. I don't know. Don't want to do that because I think I will move the aircraft with me. Does that mean we'll have to wait for a bit? Crap. $25 of Charlie's Llamas. Yeah, the tail number. Yes. Employees. No, that's not me. Should be this one. So here, if I want to travel, for example. Yeah, crap, that doesn't work. I think I'll have to transport myself there and we'll have to wait. That's okay, we can warm up in the meantime. So that's me. Currently at Cortes. We can transport ourselves to 1 Victor 8. That's the one leech. 1 hour 4 minutes. Or love your laugh. Thank you. That's great to hear. Okay, I have something else. I have an idea. So what we can do is yes. Okay. Light bulb. Cortez, where is 1 Victor 8 here? Because I actually picked out some jobs already that is going to make us head to the west. This one is a bit out of the way though. Yeah, it's 126 nautical miles away. But I think that can work. Okay, let's do it like a, how do you call it? Like passing the baton. So what we can do is rent out the plane again that I was using, 8757 Victor. Go to the place with the plane that we bought and then do the jobs. I think that one can work. So let's go and search for it again. Let's rent it out. I shouldn't have returned it. Rent price distance, that one, yes. 8757 Victor. You've reworked your wooden mount for the X52. Nice. Have you been flying in Flight Sim recently? 3990. Okay, let's rent that out. Then assign that to us again. So what we can do, 8757 Victor, that one, we can assign that to us in the meantime. Clumsy Airlines, there you go. And then let's load it up. You can see there are lots of loads here, 4 jobs actually. So we can take all of these, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And we don't need to load up any fuel. So we can confirm that. Good. And then go in here. Aircraft. (8757) Victor should reflect itself. Let's see. Not sure if it reflects though, if it loads. Maybe I should refresh it. Is there a way to refresh? Oh no, it's there already. 251 Charlie Lima is our own plane. Yes, and then 8757 Victor is the one that we're flying with. Okay. Also, I noticed that the log doesn't work for me anymore. I've been stuck at 119 hours ever since November, I think. If you look at my logbook, the last flight I did apparently was November 24. I'm not sure how to fix it. If anyone has ideas, let me know. No wonder I felt like I should be much higher than that. Good evening, Piper Hawk. Thanks for joining. Spawn in Cortez. How are you doing? Cortez, let's just load up anywhere here. GA medium, that looks good. And then in terms of weight and balance, let's sync it up with OnAir. With that one. So we have 5 people. And then how much cargo? Oh, don't make me add 1834. Okay, there you go. 5 people and then 1834. Okay. So we have 5 people, so that's 190. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have 1834 cargo, so that's 1834. Something like that. Where is baggage 2? I guess we can split them. 1000 and then 834. That looks good. Alright. And in terms of fuel, we have... Oh, the fuel will get synced later anyway. I'll just leave it like that. Okay, 8757 Victor. GA medium. Let's load it up. You're loving the Skypark app. That's a great app, yeah. Fly anywhere. It doesn't have much at the moment, not in terms of features, so you can fly anywhere and earn money. You can't use that money yet. But I'm looking forward to what the devs have in store for us, because the interface is really the best. It's just so intuitive and immersive. Right, so while that's loading up, let's go and plan our flight. We are starting in Cortez, Kilo Charlie Echo Zulu, going to 1 Victor 8 to Leech. It's going to be 1 second, huh? So if it's 8 a.m. right now, what time is it there? Maybe I should have checked, huh? Let's see. What time is it? 11 p.m. right now in there? Okay, that's okay. So when we sync it up, I think it will become 8 a.m. Something like that. Right, turn off track IR for now. Alright, so let's go with that. Confirm and go fly now. You can just pick up flight and go. Exactly, yeah. No penalty, so it's very easy going. Perfect for relaxing. OnAir is a lot more detailed, a lot more comprehensive, but that can be both a good and bad thing. So let's go to flight tracking. 1 Victor 8. We'll pick up our own plane there. There it is. And then if we can start tracking this one. There we go. So at least we have some sunlight. So in the sim, I think it's going to change into 7 a.m. Okay, perfect. Good. All right, that's starting. Perfect. Let's plan the flight first. It's going to be very straightforward, very short. So you have to lower the elevation, the cruising altitude. In terms of direction, we have to pick an odd number. So 17,000 feet looks good. Or 19,000 feet, maybe. Let's just stick to 17,000 for now. Departure procedure. Let's have a look. KCEZ has 270 at 6 knots, so that's runway 21 would be perfect. If you go near the airport, check how the departure looks like. Cortez 2 or Lead V1. What's the difference? Looks the same. Runway 21. Course to altitude. Course to fix. Cortez. And then Lead V1. Oh, this one has a transition, I see. That's going too far away. I think Lead V1 would be the better one. Yeah, we can follow the departure. So when we pick the Lead V1 here, insert, there we go. So we end up in Cortez VOR and then go direct to the destination here in Leech. There is no procedure, so this is a perfect time for us to do our visual approach. Visual to runway 30 based on the weather, looks like. Yeah, looks good. Okay. I can go with that, I think. So I can save this. Then I can export it as FMS PLN. So we can load it up in Navigraph and Pilot2ATC and all the stuff. Can't you turn off penalties in OnAir? I think you can, but maybe not in Thunder. Because in Thunder, you are locked to like survival mode or something, if I remember correctly. So a bit limited there. It's like the hardcore version. Okay. I'm just plugging in the stuff here. Okay, so Navigraph is open. We have the charts. That is not the one I picked, is it? One sec. KCEZ. Open that one. There you go. What did I pick here? Okay, there you go. So the airport chart is like so. That's where we are at the moment. Departure would look like this. Let's try and read it. So we'll be picking runway 21. So we'll be headed southwest. We'll be taking off to the southwest. And then looks like at 17 DME, you can see here D17 at Odro waypoint. We will be doing a left turn to Cortez VOR right here, I think. Let's double check that. There should be specific instructions. Okay. So here. One sec. Let's read that. Climbing left turn to 7,900 feet on Cortez, radial 200. So that's this one, radial 200 to Odro or DME17 Cortez. Then climbing left turn to 9,800 on Cortez. 200 to Cortez. Cross Cortez at or above 9,800 for route of flight. Okay, it's pretty straightforward. Just basically going to Odro here, turning left and going the opposite direction to Cortez. I think, something like that. Hopefully the navigation can work with that. We'll see how it looks. Let me also load it up in Pilot2ATC here. Let's see how Pilot2ATC is working. It's been a while since I've used it. Let's connect. Oh, I think I'm missing something. FSU IPC. There you go. Hey, car lover. How are you? And we'll try to use our voice as well for this one. Does it work? Push to talk works. Okay, good. ATIS center. There is no... yeah, this is Unicom. Okay. Okay, I see. So there is no ground, no tower here in Cortez. So there's only Unicom. So when we're getting our IFR clearance, we'll be contacting center. They'll be giving us the clearance. Then we'll be working our way on the airport. And then they'll be clearing us for... they'll be releasing us for IFR. So let me import the flight plan. There it is. Planned ground speed is, I don't know, 420 knots maybe. Cruising altitude will be 17,000. Looking good. It did detect LEDV 1, runway 21 as the instrument departure and then approach. Let's validate and then file. If you still remember how it works. 2:33 a.m. for you, goodness. Pretty late. Thanks for staying up. Okay, that looks good. Now we can tune in. Okay, let me move it here. Hope this works. Lots of people all around us. What are they doing hovering over the plane? Okay. Let's turn on the batteries. Dispatch mode. Turn on our beacon here. Also the panel. Let's program the FMS. Kilo Charlie Echo Zulu to 1 Victor 8. It's going to be 126 miles point to point. Departing runway 21, lead V1 departure, execute. And then just go direct to the airport, so that's fine. And then we'll be arriving, we'll be landing on runway 30. And this one, because there's no published approach, what the plane does, it is this part of the CJ4 mod now, it will do like a visual approach for us. So runway extension, it will extend the runway for 5 miles so that we have some kind of like approach into it, and then it will have some glide path as well for us. So a bit of guided approach, even though there is no published approach in the airport. Very nice. Okay, that looks good. Legs page, there is a discontinuity after Cortez, but we can simply copy and paste to remove the discontinuity. And then we can compare that in the plan here. Alright, Buster. No worries, man. Thanks for subbing again. Sorry, my replies are still coming in late.
Oral warning, okay.
Hope I caught you. Hey, Silver! 28 months. Thanks for that, and have a good night. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it, man. How have you been? Hope you had a great Christmas. Runway 21. That looks a bit different. I think I'll have to delete that. Because what we want is go direct to Odro, and then do a climbing left turn to Cortez there, and then direct to the airport, or direct to the 5 miles away from the runway 030, and then that's the airport itself. Cool. So yeah, that works like so. So flight plan looks good performance wise. Our zero fuel weight is 10,280 plus payload, which is 13,254. I think I hope I did that right. Let's see. 13,254. Plug that into zero fuel weight. That's invalid. It won't allow me because it's beyond the 13,000, I think. 13,254, come on. Okay, it won't allow me. Maybe I can say 13,000. No? What is the maximum? 12,000? That works. If I say 13,000, yeah, that doesn't work. I wonder what the maximum is. Let's try 12,500 or 12,999. That's interesting. Before it used to allow it. 12,500 is still possible. So yeah, gross weight is a bit different. That might be troublesome when it comes to calculating the takeoff speeds. Then cruising altitude would be 17,000 feet. Flight level, I think that's a bug. Should be 17,000 feet. That's okay. Minor details. You could see your family, so Christmas was good. Great to hear. Have a good night, man. Thanks for dropping by again. Okay, looks good. Beacons are on. Let's go and start the engine here. I didn't miss any steps. I wonder. Okay, flight is monitoring. We have to behave now. I wonder if we can already contact tower and get our clearance while that's working. 11857. That center that we're tuned in, we should hear some chatter soon, I think. Should work. Should be hearing it now. Engine 1 looks good. Engine 2 rather. Oh, let me have a look at the legs page. There's something weird there. I think I'll delete that 6320. That is one of the known bugs. Unable mod from waypoint. I think I can just go direct. Okay, just go direct to Odro. That works better. Now, why am I not hearing the chatter? Oh crap, it's gone. 1 second, guys. Ah, yeah, because I moved everything, I think. No, it shouldn't be. Okay, does that work? We'll wait for it if it comes up. Okay, but both engines are good now. Avionics can go on. Let's hear it. Runway 210. Runway 21 would have a 210 heading. Let's plug that in here. There we go. Chatter is working now. Let me guys know if that's too noisy or something. Okay, we can always adjust it. And then, but I'll go nav mode here. Turn on flight directors. Go nav mode because we are following a SID, standard instrument departure. So there are specific waypoints that we're following. And then we don't have an altitude yet. They'll probably give us some altitude. Call sign will be citation. What's our tail number? 8757 Victor. Okay. 8757 Victor. Citation 57 Victor, ready to copy IFR clearance.
Citation 57 Victor is cleared to Kilo 1 Victor 8. Climb via the lead 1 departure, then direct to Kilo 1 Victor 8. Expect departure runway 21. Climb to 14,000 feet via the departure. Expect higher clearances 5 minutes after departure. Squawk 6602.
It's too long.
Citation 57 Victor is cleared to Kilo 1 Victor 8. Climb via the lead 1 departure, then direct to Kilo 1 Victor 8. Climb to 14,000 feet via the departure. Expect higher clearances 5 minutes after departure. Squawk 6602.
6602 on
Citation
the squawk.
57 Victor, read back correct. Contact us for IFR release when number 1 for departure. We'll contact you for IFR release. Citation 57 Victor.
Okay, so now we go back to Unicom. And then we will announce our intentions as we taxi, as we're ready for departure and stuff like that. And then when we're number 1 for departure, we will contact center again. Good morning, Jay. Completely forgot. Glad you still remembered though. Just in time. Let's go and complete the rest of the preps as well beforehand. 29er 7. So let's go perf init Takeoff. How are the winds looking? At Cortez 270 at 6. Outside air temperature is -1. Actually, it's 1 here. Okay. Those are V speeds, although I won't trust that so much because the takeoff weight is a bit different from what we have in reality. But it will be a good starting point at least. Okay. Good. Right, so let's turn on our lights here. Safety, nav lights, taxi lights, logo lights.
At this time, please comply with the illuminated seatbelt and no smoking signs. Thank you.
Seatbelt signs.
May I have your attention, please? The captain has turned on the seatbelt sign. Please fasten your seatbelt and shoulder harness at this time. Thank you.
Okay, let's taxi. Let's announce our intentions here. Citation 8757 Victor, taxiing runway 21 via Alpha.
Citation 57 Victor, this is Cortez 1 Unicom on 122.8. Please repeat your request.
Cortez traffic. Should say something like that, right? Let's do that. Cortez traffic, citation 8757 Victor, taxiing runway 21. There's someone there. Nice. Taxiing runway 21 via taxiway Alpha. Cortez traffic. I always mess up the calls on Unicom. It's super cool. Is that an AI plane? Might be, huh? Might actually be an AI plane. Taxi lights are on. Everything looks good. Set flaps for takeoff. Do our checks for our flight controls. Free and correct. We have those weird geographical bugs in front of us to the left. Okay. So once we get close here, we'll stay on the hold short line. We'll switch to center frequency, and then we will get our IFR release clearance from center. Should be a very short flight. 24 minutes, it says in little nav map. If you guys saw the episode last night, this is that one. Cortez Municipal, Colorado. Beautiful mountains in the vicinity. So much so that the approach was very interesting. You had to do like, normally when you do an approach, you have that final approach course, right? Like you go and maintain that heading or that track of the runway. But this one in particular, you have to like go on a separate track first and then turn right afterwards because you're basically avoiding the mountains in the vicinity. Quite an interesting approach. If you guys are interested in checking that out, check out the video from yesterday in the YouTube channel. Exclamation point YouTube gets you there. Okay, let's stop here. Turn on our strobes. Go to TARA mode. That one is not getting caught by Pilot2ATC though. We'll turn on our heaters later after we get our clearance. And then we'll start the timer as well. I hope I remember all these things. We'll see. Jay is now on a rampage. Thanks for the links. Right, switch that back to center. Center citation 8757 Victor, requesting I for release.
Citation 57 Victor, say again, request with departure runway.
Requesting I for release, runway 21. Citation 8757 Victor.
Citation 57 Victor, you are released for departure.
Understood.
Runway 21 after takeoff, maintain heading 210 until above 7,400, then turn to intercept course. Climb and maintain 14,000 feet. Release for departure void at 056 Zulu, advise with alternate intentions no later than 0101 Zulu, time now is 049 Zulu.
So they mentioned to maintain runway heading.
Citation
So follow
57
that.
Victor, released for departure runway 21 after takeoff, maintain heading 210 until above 7,400, then turn to course, climb and maintain 14,000 feet. Release for departure void at 056 Zulu.
Good. So now let's switch back to Unicom. And then we'll announce Cortez traffic, citation 8757 Victor, departing runway 21 to the southwest. Cortez traffic. Right, off we go. Actually, I did not pick FLC here. That might be very troublesome in a bit. FLC mode and 240 on the speed indicated. Runway is clear. Okay, off we go. Stable. Let's go to the takeoff detent. Oh shit. Airspeed's alive. V-speed's coming up quickly. V1. Rotate.
Traffic distance 3 miles east, landing
Oh,
runway
heavy.
17.
There you go. Positive rate. Gear up. Yaw damper on. And flaps up. Trying to read your name. Minor. How do I read your name? Thanks for joining and thanks for the well wishes. Let's go to autopilot here. Take a bit of load off. And now we can go to climb detent. Nice. I do want to tune into Cortez VOR as well. 108.4 if I remember correctly. And then put in PFD. Actually, I should have done this a while ago.
Traffic here, 512 Charlie, contact from Crystal Ranch West neighborhood, runway 17.
There you go. So at 17 DME, you have to turn left to Cortez. I am inertia. The inertia. There you go. Thanks, Mana. Thanks for the help. Beautiful looking clouds, although I suspect we will get into icing quickly, so let's stay ahead of that. Actually, no, it's 11 degrees outside. Okay. No risk here then. Oh, landing lights, turn that off. Good. Before OnAir complains. Let's also switch to center and report in. 17 DME is coming up soon. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Citation 57 Victor, climb and maintain 17,000 feet.
Okay. They know that we're here already. Climb and maintain 17,000 feet. Citation 57 Victor. Alright. 17 DME coming up soon. There we go. Let's turn left. Climbing left turn, indeed. Isn't that beautiful? Yarbla! How are you, man? Have you been trucking? Frankensteining any other trucks there? You should do a loop. Reminds you of the loop video. What do you mean? What loop is this?
Altitude.
1000 to go. Pulling back on the throttle as we're going very fast. Looks good. I think we're on the right track, so I can go to nav mode now and increase the panel brightness. Looking good so far. Make sure we don't go over 250 knots. Actually, we can go over. We are beyond 17,000. Yeah, that's good. So I can probably go and keep it at around 95% and run. I'll see how that works. Looks so good. What loop are you referring to? This is the one in the UK. Hey Goose. Welcome to the stream. Spent the past few days on farm sim. Oh, that's right. Precision farming, right? Glad you're enjoying that one. Goodness. How are you liking the additional details? Beautiful. Okey-dokes. So from Cortez, I'll go direct to the airport, but for now, we're following the magenta line here. You have to be careful here, not to go beyond. Don't overspeed, please. OnAir hates that. It's a huge penalty for overspeeding. As soon as you hear the beeping, the moment that triggers, then it's done. You get the penalty already from OnAir. Actually haven't tried out the new DLC yet. Ah, I see. 400 pigs, my goodness. This will be quite a challenge. Hey Mark! How are you doing? What have you been busy with? So guys, now that we're on cruise, I can actually spend more time with you guys. How have you been doing, guys? How's everyone been faring? Have you been playing some new games? I myself bought Red Dead Redemption 2 recently, thanks to all the temptations that these guys have been feeding me. And I'm enjoying it, but I haven't gone full immersed in it yet. I'm still in the beginning. And I haven't spent enough time to get immersed in the whole Red Dead universe yet. Sonoma, 12 months. Oh, that's perfect timing, man. Way to end the year, huh? Thank you, GG. Has it been a year already? 12 months and all on a streak. My goodness. Thank you for the constant, non-stop support. I am enjoying it. Yeah. I'm in chapter 2 at the moment, starting to get that open world feel. It's a bit overwhelming though. There's so much you can do that you don't know where to start. You can even shave your beard, go hunting, do anything. Now that's an open world environment. Yep. We're not flying in a coordinated way here, which is making it seem weird. 1 second. Let me refresh something.
Autopilot.
Yaw damper on, autopilot on. I think just need to refresh it because I had my foot on the pedal when I engaged autopilot, so it kind of got confused. Yeah, huge open world game. That's very true. Speaking of open world games, I saw a video comparing GTA San Andreas versus Cyberpunk, and it's a very well done video. I should have shared it in Discord. Very interesting. It highlights all the things you can do in San Andreas versus in Cyberpunk. And the score ended up like 30 plus versus 7. So it looks like you can do so much more in San Andreas. So like a 2004 game. I guess that's one of the major weaknesses of Cyberpunk. Not only with the bugs get squashed after some time, but the gameplay limitations is, I think, what people are complaining about these days. Oh man, that's looking great. Let's take a photo. Spent hours and hours doing nothing and just trotting around. Oh, exactly. I get what you mean. It does seem more like a slow-paced game, huh? Like more relaxed, not always rushing to do things, which is very nice. Just spend your time enjoying the world. Oh, look at that, guys. Clouds, mountains, beautiful scenery. What else can you ask for? So good. You love to hunt. Yeah, that's my first impression. Like the hunting in RDR2. It's like, I like this. This is actually like just enough. You know, tracking the prey. I've only started tracking like the basics, the tutorial, and done it once. But so far it feels very natural. You know, it's not very tedious. And I like it because you are hunting animals not for sport, but for survival, so your people have food to eat. It's not just killing for killing's sake, basically. So there is a purpose behind it. I like it. Hey! Congrats, downtown! Yeah, I bought RDR2 recently, wise man. I'm not able to stream it though because of the mature element in it, but I am sharing some screenshots over on Discord if you are interested. I've been sharing a couple, and of course there is a bridge shot there. Oh, that is so beautiful. FS and VR, not at the moment. Not much a VR fan, at least not yet. We'll see if that changes in the coming months. But for now, I'm really liking the multiple monitors because as you guys might notice, I have a lot of utilities, right? I have little nav map, I have Navigraph, I have Pilot2ATC sometimes, I have the chat window, and in VR, I will have very limited capacity on doing that. Arguably, you can have like utilities which can help with that, but ultimately, it's not going to be as accessible. So I'm not sure if it's going to be worth it for me. I guess as a player, it's a great experience, but as a content creator, when you're monitoring lots of different stuff, it's not going to be as functional. So I'm not yet so interested in VR. Also, it doesn't help that my eyes will be completely closed and it will lessen the interactions, at least the human feel, at least in my opinion. So yeah, I'm not a VR fan just yet.
Climb and maintain 17,000 feet. Citation 57 Victor.
What was that? Oh, that was just the say it command, I think. Now I hope that yeah, I think we're good here. I think we're good. Oh, it's okay. Because they have been talking to me a while ago already. Yeah, it's interesting. Look at the autopilot. It's not in a coordinated flight. Should I adjust the rudder trim maybe? I could, I guess. Rudder trim would be somewhere here. Let's try it out. So if I move the rudder trim to the left, actually it resets itself. So I think the autopilot is taking care of it. Okay.
Citation 57 Victor, contact Denver Center on 125.35. Enjoy your morning.
125.35, good morning. Citation 8757 Victor. 125.35. Center citation 57 Victor, 17,000 feet.
Citation 57 Victor, this is Center, go ahead.
Center citation 57 Victor at 17,000 feet.
Citation 57 Victor, good morning. Radar contact. Altimeter 299er7.
Altimeter 299er7, citation 57 Victor. Oh my goodness, what happened? Oh my goodness. Gifting 5 tier 1 subs. GG, 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 GG. And all the bells that it's notifying right now. Thank you, Downtown. My goodness. Thanks for sharing your prize winnings. You should say something to ensure your presence. That would be wise man. But no, you shouldn't be kicked for inactivity. No problem with that. No pressure. The experience is awesome when you get into the story. I hope so too. I think so too. Yeah, just have to find enough time to play it enough. The graphics is amazing though. I'm surprised that the graphics is that good. For a game that's been released 1 year ago for PC and even older for consoles. So much potential in there. And the graphics settings are overwhelming. So many graphics settings you can fiddle with. Look at this. Passing through just a wisp of cloud. And then cloud surfing afterwards. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Flying low like this is so good. Oh, nice. Welcome to the sub-community, guys. Feel free to join Discord. Should be getting the benefits while you're sub there. Didn't know it happened all at once.
Citation 57
Awesome stuff,
Victor,
man.
expect
Thank you.
a visual straight in approach to runway 30 at Leech.
Expect visual straight in runway 30, citation 57 Victor. This is like cinematic feels, the way these clouds move. This is like something for the trailer. I think we should actually plan our approach already. Approach. The problem is, what is the weather at Leech? 271, 8 knots. Temperature outside is -9. And then altimeter is 29906. Now I'm not sure how much I can trust these V speeds, because this is, I think, relying on that initial weight that we plugged in, but I hope it works enough. Right. Okay, looks good. Can just stare at this the whole day, huh? I think that one deserves a photo as well. Snow vanilla now with the latest update, yes. So if a place really has snow, then we should see snow in there. Even if it's not snowing currently, there should be snow on the ground. Very nice. In the flight yesterday, in the video yesterday, you can actually see where the snow is cutting off. Like, there's heavy snow on the end of the mountain region, but as it transitions, and eventually the snow kind of dissipates as you go farther along, something like that. Very interesting. Let's have a look at the legs page here. 7648 will be the runway. Runway elevation. Let me see. Leech. Runway 30. I think we'll have to back taxi. So the ramps are on the runway 30 side, looks like. Okay, that's fine. So I'm expecting that ATC will actually give us vectors to final here. We'll see how that works. But elevation of the airport is 7,600 feet. So that's like 50 feet above what it says here. Okay. We'll see how that works. Yeah, the effects are really
Citation
nice.
57 Victor, you are off course. Turn left heading 047 to return to course.
Turn left heading 047, citation 57 Victor. I wonder what it's planning for us. Into heading mode here. Oh, I see, because it plans it. Okay, because Pilot2ATC is planning for a direct route from the Cortez VOR to the airport. And so, but for us in the avionics here, we're planning for a 5-mile final. So it's not as exact. Interesting. Okay. So I'll probably have to adjust that later. We'll see how it goes. When ATC gives us clearance to proceed on course, I think what the heading will have to follow in the meantime is 64 degrees, because it says here in Little Nav Map, from the Cortez VOR.
Citation 57 Victor radar contact. Turn right heading 082 vectors to the straight and approach for runway 30 at Leech. Maintain 17,000 feet.
Heading 082, maintain 17,000 feet, citation 57 Victor. Okay. Vectors to final looks like, and they'll also be giving us descent instructions. So we might actually not need VNAV here. Thanks, Jay. We didn't notice much snow. We started in Idaho and then went to Colorado. In Idaho, there was the snow in the areas, in the mountainous areas. Here you can see like little bits of it. That's actually very nice looking, huh? Snow-capped mountains and on the sides as well, but not filled with snow. So there are certain levels.
Citation
nice.
57 Victor, turn right heading 09er3.
Turn right heading 09er3, citation 57 Victor. Yeah, that was amazing downtown. Given the inputs you had as well, made it so much more realistic, confirming that that's how it really looks in real life. So nice. Okay, top of descent is coming up, so I guess we can enable VNAV in here, just so we have the snowflake, although we won't be following it because we have instructions from ATC. So this is exactly what I wanted to try. Like when we are having to follow ATC instructions, how does that conflict with the VNAV, or how does it work together with the VNAV? It's another geographical weirdness in there. This is Pilot2ATC. It's very nice. You can fly anywhere and still have ATC coverage. It's not perfect, but it works great. Yeah, exactly. It's also great for just chill purposes. Because yeah, with VATSIM, there's always a level of concentration that you have to maintain. Here you can just like slack. And this translates to me having more concentration for the chat instead of focusing heavily on VATSIM.
Citation 57 Victor, turn left heading 082.
082 8757 Victor.
57 Victor, you were garbled. Please say again.
Heading 08257 Victor. Yeah, it works. You just need the FSU IPC7 to act as intermediary from Flight Sim and Pilot2ATC. So you can see that we are well above our profile now. The snowflake has actually disappeared. So I'm interested how ATC will give us clearance in here. Interesting. So I'm not sure how I'll do this, if I can adjust my altitude once they allow us to descend and then let VNAV take care of it, or I don't know, we'll see. Ooh, someone proposed an application. Cool. We'll accept that after this job. Looks like I'm flying very slowly as well. Probably speed that up a little.
Citation 57 Victor, descend and maintain 14,300 feet, altimeter 29er6 at Leech.
Descend and maintain 14,300. Citation 57 Victor. 29er6. 14,300. That's a weird altitude to give.
Citation 57 Victor, descend and maintain 12,000 feet.
12,000, okay. Looks like we have to go VS here. Let's go 2,000 feet. Descend and maintain 12,000 feet. Citation 57 Victor. And yeah, there's a limited voice recognition capability as well with Pilot2ATC. So for me, it's much better than the default from Asobo from Microsoft. Looks good. But that's nice actually. If you want to catch up with the vertical profile, you can see the circle there, the magenta circle. I guess that's the level at which we should be descending at, if that makes sense. Something like that maybe? 3,000 feet per minute, is that too much? I hope not. Oh yeah, you can accept downtown, thank you. That would be
Citation
great.
57 Victor, turn right heading 089er.
Turn right heading 089er, citation 57 Victor. I have to slow down here. It's shallow out the descent.
Altitude.
You can see it's saying no path in there because we're too far away from the snowflake. Awesome. Thanks, downtown. Getting close to the airport in here. Airport should be to our left. It's very flat in this area though. Interesting. After all those mountains, we have this huge plains and you can see all the farms in here. Very nice change.
Citation 57 Victor, turn left heading 029er.
Turn left heading 029er, citation 57 Victor. 029er. There's the snowflake, we can see it again.
Citation 57 Victor, turn left heading 329er, descend and maintain 1,000 feet, cleared for visual straight and approach runway 30.
So many things.
Altitude.
Turn left heading 329er, descend and maintain 11,000 feet, cleared for the runway 30 approach. Citation 57 Victor.
Citation 57 Victor, descend and maintain 10,400 feet. Citation 57 Victor, maintain 10,400 feet. Citation 57 Victor, turn left heading 299er.
Turn left heading 299er. Citation 57 Victor. Can we turn on our lights before we forget?
Citation 57 Victor, descend and maintain 9,600 feet, runway is 8 nautical miles. Maintain VFR. Call field in sight.
Descend and maintain 9,600 feet. Will call when field in sight. Citation 57 Victor.
Citation 57 Victor, altitude is 9,600 feet.
9,600. So how do we do this? VNAV? No path. I think we're too high, huh? You have to dive here.
Altitude.
You guys see the airport? Oh yeah, there it is. Citation 57 Victor, field in sight.
Citation 57 Victor, roger. Maintain VFR for remainder of flight. IFR service terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a good morning.
Frequency change approved. Have a good morning. Citation 57 Victor.
Citation 57 Victor. Frequency change approved. Report when back on frequency.
So many things happening at the same time. Oh, too high. Can we dive? No, we have to go around, guys. Let's go back to center here. Citation 57 Victor going around.
Citation 57 Victor, this is Denver Center on 125.35. Please repeat your request.
Center Citation 57 Victor going around.
Citation 57 Victor, this is Denver Center on 125.35. Please repeat your request.
That doesn't work. Okay. I guess that's because they're not towers, so they don't care. Where's the airport anyway? Yeah, there's the airport. So it looks like we'll have to do this on our own. Set flaps down. Turn left here. Move your damper. San Luis Valley. Oh, you're familiar with this area? Wow, cool. Let's turn off the flight director. Oh, actually, you can't turn off flight director in this place. You grew up here. That is super cool. Should be seeing the airport again. Should be on the downwind leg soon. Beach traffic, citation 57 Victor, downwind, runway 30, beach traffic. So hard to see. Landing gear down. Okay, we'll keep it there. 30-minute flight. They used to fly regular 737 flights from there a long time ago. Oh, that makes sense. So that's why, because I noticed the, what do you call this? The field, the runway is pretty long, 7,000 feet for a very small airport. Interesting. Yeah, exactly. Downtown mentioned it too. Man, look at the clouds, huh? Beautiful.
Uniform turning final, runway 32.
Right, here we are. Turning base. Beach traffic, citation 57 Victor, turning base, runway 30. Beach traffic. Traffic, citation 57 Victor, turning final, runway 30, full stop. Beach traffic. Where the heck is the runway though? Cannot see from here. Can I see anything? Should be right in front of us.
500.
Ah, there it is, I see it, right beside the river.
500.
Okay, slow down here. Keep it steady. Thankfully, we have some guidance at the very least. We have the snowflake, we have our V-speeds, so we're not going in completely blind. Flaps are full, landing gear is down. Taxi lights on. Beach traffic, citation 57 Victor, short final runway 30, full stop. Beach traffic. Looking good. Hey, Mechanical Madness, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Have a good one as well. Thank you for hanging out with us here. Looking forward to the next year with you guys. Should be okay. Don't float. We are floating, but the runway is pretty long, so that's okay. Oh crap! That should be okay. There we go. Woo. We made it somehow, guys. Oh my goodness, that was hard. So busy at the end there. I'll have to back taxi though. I don't think there is any gate here. No ramp. It's already December 30, I know, right? Thanks for the applause. I have to make sure not to touch that water though, because if you dip even one tire on the water, it will simulate a crash. Park next to the other CJ4. Is there someone there? Oh, good eyes. But beach traffic, citation 57 Victor, back taxiing, runway 30. Beach traffic. Do you have to announce it like that, maybe? Your new one. Oh, right. Yeah, we're picking up the guy from here. That's true. That is very true. So this will be the end of 8757 Victor's journey, and will be the start of 251 Charlie Lima's adventure. Yeah, the landscape is looking very nice. Although the water levels are a bit scary, like the runway is at risk of drowning, getting submerged in water. So we have to be very careful of that. Like here, I think, is this water? Yeah. Goodness, that's scary. Okay. If OnAir showed company planes parked at the airport. Oh yeah, that's true. Would be nice, huh? Here we are finally. So okay, flaps up. Let's turn off those heaters. Turn off the landing lights as well. Turn off the strobes. Beach traffic, citation 57 Victor, clear of the runway. Beach traffic. Where's the marshaller? Usually there's a marshaller if you look hard enough. But I guess not in this case, because there's nowhere else to park. Is there somewhere to do a U-turn at least? I don't think there's anyone flying a CJ4 in the VA. But yeah, I wish I could have taken this exact one. That would have been so much simpler. Let's just stop here. There we go. That should be okay.
Well, now it's OnAir 3, so practice approach.
Turn off the avionics. Turn off the engines. First plane you got into when you got the game. Oh yeah, and it's perfect now because of working title. With and without pedals. Oh yeah, having pedals for quite a while. Yeah, it's something that I can totally understand now what Thaddeus and the others were telling. It's okay without it, but it's great with the pedals. So I'm not flying anymore without pedals. Stopped flying it when it started doing the dolphin dance. Yeah, true. Actually quite proud of our pattern work here. Not too shabby, as we did that missed approach and went around. That actually looks pretty professional. I'll take it. Okay, this looks good. How does this translate to OnAir now? Let's see. Okay, that has been monitored. Everything looks good. Comfort, safety, okay. Good. We got XP, but we didn't get any money. So what now we need to do is unload this stuff. I hope we can do that. And load it on the other plane. Switching planes. Screenshot. So we can unload these guys. Confirm. Okay, that's working. Let's wait for a while. Let's play some music while we're waiting. 15 minutes from landing your first longitude flight in the VA. Nice. Good luck, man. Enjoy. Thanks for flying with Clumsy Airlines. How do I do a new flight? I'm not sure if OnAir can overwrite that. Let's test it. If I fly with that, will it change? It should. Let's see. How's this going now? Remaining time 1 minute. Okay, let's wait for that then. But in the meantime, I should be able to load up the other passengers already, I think. Yeah, Dark Fly's mod is amazing. If I didn't fly the CJ4, I would fly the the longitude. Actually, the longitude, it looks much cooler. But it's just that the working title implementation of it is so much better for me with proper FMS, VNAV, and all the other functionalities. And I was looking at the Discord from working title. They're sharing constant progress updates in there. So it looks like they are going to have holding pattern support. You can actually perform holds now in the FMS in the next update, looks like. So very much looking forward to that. There's a short video in the working title Discord where he was programming a hold, and you can see it in the MFD. You can see it actually taking place. You can modify the outbound radial, the length of the hold, stuff like that. Yeah, that's why when I saw that, I was like, okay, I'm sold. I'm going with the CJ4. I'll buy it in OnAir. I'll be flying this for the foreseeable future. Okay, so now that we're done with 57 Victor, thank you for your service. Now we can stop the rent. Actually, this is not the scene. It's oh, it's not me. It should be here. Oh crap. It should be here. Manage the VA. SimBrief integration is hands down the best feature. Oh yeah, it does have that. Actually, I haven't tested that myself because I don't use SimBrief. I oftentimes use a little nav map. I like planning my own flights. But yeah, I heard you can sync it and load it in a few clicks. Okay, let's load up CJ4. So the Asobo 18757 Victor, we can stop the rent. That's fine. There we go. And now the 251 Charlie Lima, there it is. Load it up. There should be 4 jobs waiting for us. There you go. All these guys. Going to Vegas. I think it's the first stop. Looking good there. Now we need to refuel though. Doing something like, how far away is Vegas? Is like almost 500 miles. Okay, so let's just fill it to the brim, maybe like that, 66%. Looking good. That's loading up. We can close this. If we go and refresh this, that should work now, I think. A tail number plate. Oh yeah, that would be great. That's very true. 251 Charlie Lima. Would be cool, man. That was quick. It's loaded now. 251 Charlie Lima. There you go, all boarded up, 66%. Confirm and go fly and go to Vegas. I hope we have enough time. If not, I'll have to fast forward it. Increase the sim rate. McCarran International. Okay, does that work? Start tracking. Does that look good? Alright, there we go. Oh, it changed. Yeah, look at that. We're now 251 Charlie Lima. Nice. OnAir can actually do that. And then the weights, the fuel level has been synced as well. The payload is still what we set it initially, so that's all good. Perfect. Okay, so now let's plan that flight. Let's reset everything, start fresh. So we start here in 1 Victor 8, set that as the departure. And we're going to Kilo Lima Alpha Sierra in Vegas. Destination. That's going to be 449 nautical miles. That's going to be an hour based on this plan. We should be able to go pretty high. Flight level 430 maybe? 450 even? Let's go flight level 430. That should work. And then let's see if we can go and join an arrival here. Let's see. At the airport in Vegas, we have 327 at 19, gusting 29. My goodness. Do we have a storm there or something? 01 right, 01 left looks like the better runway. So that can work. CT4 with different transitions. That looks the best SYN transition. Let's pick that star. 01 left or 01 right? I have no idea which one is nearer to the GA ramp. 01 right looks like it's 01 is that one. 01 left, I think. I'll take 01 left. And there's an ILS there. So 01 left. So a tail number. We could do that, although you could also see it from here. So not sure. Might be double. But yeah, it's nice that it gets synced there. I like it. What we could bring back is that toolbar. Yeah, you're right. I previously had that toolbar, but I since stopped using it. The toolbar with the destination, the origin, how long it will take, stuff like that. I'll look into it for next stream. Good idea. Right, so that's the arrival. The approach would be LS01 left. Looks good. Now the transition could be from the arrival here, I guess. Whoopma. It's too long. I think we can do this. And then I guess this would be like vectors. From the end of the arrival to the start of the approach, you can see that dotted orange and white line. That means it's like a discontinuity. So we're probably expecting ATC to vector us around. That can work. So once that's set, we can now add in additional waypoints in here. So it's not just a direct flight. So you can calculate that. Calculate like this. And you can see additional waypoints coming up. Nothing fancy. Right, good. Save that. Export it. Alright, looking great there. So let me load it up in Pilot2ATC and in Navigraph. This is why VR is very hard for me with all these utilities. Okay. Cruising at flight level 430. It's Pilot2ATC is assigning me 440, but I learned that once you reach the flight 40,000 feet or above 41,000 feet, the vertical separation is actually 2,000 feet. So you actually don't have a flight level 440 cruising altitude in reality. You only have 410, 430, and 450, regardless which direction you're headed. So you don't have even numbers anymore. But Pilot2ATC doesn't seem to follow that, so I guess we'll just follow 440 for now, for the sake of following what it says. Okay. All right. What is RVSL? Hey ABC, hope the mods list is useful. Let us know if you have questions. Welcome to the stream, by the way. The entire flight should take 1 hour 27 minutes. We don't have it that much time, but maybe we can fast forward a bit. That should be okay. All right. Start this up. Is it possible to reset this? I hope so.
Oral warning, okay.
Okay. So 1 Victor 8. There you go, that got reset to Kilo Lima Alpha Sierra. Departing via runway 30. And then the waypoints are November, Victor, Victor, Echo, Romeo. To the Dove Creek VR, Delta Victor Charlie. and then join the Juliet 146 airway to Dice or Dicey. Then direct to Akosi, and from there we join the arrival. No. There we go. KLAS arrival, ILS01 left with the no transition though. And then here we're picking the CT4 arrival. There you go. With the SYN transition. Awesome. So now if we look at the plan, go to plan mode here. Okay, runway 30. That's looking good, although there seems to be a bug somewhere. There's a discontinuity as well. I think there's a bug with the visuals. It says runway 30 there. But just a visual bug, hopefully. That's the arrival. And then there's the discontinuity that we're expecting between the arrival and the start of the approach. I love how you can set approaches now without transitions. In the default Microsoft avionics, you can't actually use that. You have to have a transition. It's a bit weird. But here with CJ4, it actually works. So let's get rid of those discontinuities. Here we'll keep the one between the arrival and approach. But for the others, I think that works. Okay, looking good. Perf init. Zero fuel weight will keep that, but the cruising altitude will make 440. As I mentioned, should be 430, but Pilot2ATC doesn't recognize it, so we'll follow what it says. Okay. Alright, let's start the engine again. Hopefully that works. Good thing is we are pretty close to the runway. Runway 30 should be right on our left here. That one. So it should be a pretty quick taxi here. We can push back. Actually, yeah, we can do a pushback already. Let's do that. So when releasing the parking brake, Shift P should push us back just enough so we can do a right turn on the taxiway right there. It's like a proper airline, pushing back and starting the engines at the same time. It's pretty good. Set the parking brake again. Start engine 1. Good. Right. I'll have to get clearance and everything. We'll worry about that in a bit. 306 on the heading. Two 996. Winds have changed a bit. 246. 5 knots. 11 degrees outside. That's a bit interesting. It's 11 here, but it's negative 13 in little nav map. I wonder which one is correct. 2 good engines, avionics can go on. Send that there. Perfect. And let's go heading mode here. FLC Turn off VNAV, FLC. 240 knots. And then we'll get our clearance. There is no center here. 1 second. What is the center frequency? 128.37 looks like. Okay. 1 sec. Does that work? Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Oh, we're citation 1 Charlie Lima now. Oh, that's cool. Let me change our call sign as well in Pilot2ATC. November 251 Charlie Lima. Yeah, same here, Mark. I'm particularly interested in the Premier 1A just because I'm a huge fan of Premier 1 driver and want to fly exactly how he flies. I remember when that came out for X-Plane, I bought it immediately, even if it was by Carenado. Center, citation 1 Charlie Lima, requesting IFR clearance.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, you don't have your IFR clearance yet. Please advise when ready to copy.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, ready to copy IFR clearance.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima is cleared to Kilo Lima Alpha Sierra as filed. Expect departure runway 30. Climb and maintain 2,000 feet. Expect higher clearances 2 minutes after departure. Squawk 5016.
Let's have them read that
Citation
back.
1 Charlie Lima is cleared to Kilo Lima Alpha Sierra as filed. Climb and maintain 2,000 feet. Expect higher clearances 2 minutes after departure. Squawk 5016.
5016.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, read back correct. Contact us for IFR release when number 1 for departure.
We'll contact you for IFR release. Citation 1 Charlie Lima.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, this is Denver Center on 12.
Never mind. Okay, good. Get the lights on.
May I have your attention, please? The captain has turned on the seatbelt sign. Please fasten your seatbelt and shoulder harness at this time. Thank you.
Release the parking brake. It's taxi. Beach traffic, citation 1 Charlie Lima. Taxiing runway 30. Beach traffic. Yeah, P1D. I think the avionics is very similar with the CJ4 though. I think it's the same avionics. That's why I really love flying this plane, because it's the closest thing to flying like P1D. You guys want the music in there, or you want to turn that off like so? Let me know if you have preference.
512 Charlie Papa. Momentary back taxi on runway 17. We will be departing 17 with glider sight.
I hope my wing doesn't hit that building. Okay, we're clearing it. Good. Here should be runway 30. There's the whole short line, so let's stop here. Let us tune back to tower or center for a bit. Center, citation 1 Charlie Lima at runway 30, requesting IFR release. Citation 1 Charlie Lima, requesting IFR release.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, say again request with departure runway.
Oh, that's actually cooler. Citation 1 Charlie Lima, requesting IFR release at runway 30.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, say again request with departure runway.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima requesting IFR release. Runway 30.
Citation 1
There we go.
Charlie Lima, you are released for departure. Runway 30 after takeoff, turn left to heading 212, then proceed direct November Victor Victor Echo Romeo, climb and maintain 2000 feet. Release for
2000.
departure void at 0205 Zulu. Advise with alternate intentions no later than 0210 Zulu. Time now is 0158 Zulu.
212. Okay.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima released for departure runway 30 after takeoff, turn left to heading 212, then direct November Victor Victor Echo Romeo, climb and maintain 2000 feet. Release for departure void at 0205 Zulu.
Citation
Info.
1 Charlie Lima, read back correct.
Good.
Contact us when airborne.
We'll go Citation 1 Charlie Lima. Yeah, P1D's Aspen landing video. Terrain. I wanted to recreate that flight exactly. Yeah, maybe we'll get a chance soon. Yeah, so many mountains in the vicinity, right? Scary stuff. Okay, let's go here. Strobes, landing lights, logo lights. Let's turn on everything. Heater as well. Let's go back to Unicom for now. And let's announce. Beach traffic, Citation 1 Charlie Lima, departing runway 30 to the northwest. Beach traffic. Good. Flaps for takeoff before I forget. Very narrow runway, this one. Have a displaced threshold in here, that's fine. You can use this for taking off but not for landing. There we go. Airspeed's alive. Why there's so many things there on the speed tape. V1. Rotate. Oh, I'm all over the place. There you go. Positive rate. Gear up. Yo, damper on. Flaps up. Climb detent. Let's turn left to heading 212. Turn on autopilot right here. And then go direct Enver. So direct Enver, execute, and then go to nav mode. There we go. Easy does it. My goodness, look at that weird stuff right there. Hope they fix that. 10,000 feet. Switch to center frequency. Center, Citation 1 Charlie Lima. 10,500, climbing 12,000.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, this is center.
What? They say something?
Altitude.
1,000 to go. Climb and maintain flight level 200, Citation 1 Charlie Lima. I only knew that because they were actually...
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, expect the CJ4 arrival with the SIN transition for the ILS approach to runway 26 right at MC Karen International after ACAC cleared direct SIN.
Expect the CJ4 arrival with the SIN transition for the ILS approach to runway 26 right after ACAC cleared direct SIN. Citation 1 Charlie Lima.
That was a very different approach. CT4 arrival with the SIN transition. But then the approach that they mentioning is ILS runway 26, right? Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Landed successfully. Congrats, man. Is that Mexico? MDPP? Oh my goodness, that doesn't look good for us. Look at this. Vegas, 0 pounds. It looks like we will be out of fuel. Hopefully that will change as we climb along and as the fuel efficiency gets better. But for now, that's not a very good place to be at. We might need to stop somewhere. That's great. Going back to the mountains again. What the heck is that? Yeah, I'm not sure why the CTDs are happening for some people. Do you have the flight plan set in Microsoft Flight Sim? Because for me, I don't set any flight plan at all with the default. Like in the world map, I don't set any flight plan. I just set it up inside the plane in the FMS. Maybe that's a difference. I don't know.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima climb and maintain flight level 280.
Climb and maintain flight level 280, citation 1 Charlie Lima. After Akposi, clear direct SIN. That's what they said. Good. 80. Ah, I see. MTPP. Oh, look at that view. So nice. What's interesting, it's the first time I'm seeing, there might be a bug here somewhere. Looks like there's a memory leak because it's the first time I'm seeing. I have 32 gigs of RAM and 95% of them are getting consumed. I'm not sure by which app.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima contact Denver Center on 125.35. Have a good morning.
125.35. Good morning. Citation 1 Charlie Lima. 125.35. Put that in. This is what you don't get so much with VATSIM. They consistent, lots of changing frequencies. Because in VATSIM, oftentimes it would depend on who's online. So sometimes you only get to like one change or you stay with one frequency the entire flight. Center citation 251 Charlie Lima. Climbing flight level 280.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima radar contact.
I'm actually quite curious with that. Let's have a look. In terms of memory, interesting. OnAir is the culprit. OnAir is consuming 18 gigs of my RAM. Oh yeah, and it's hanging. Hanged actually. That might not be a good idea. A good deal. If it hanged, then nothing's tracking us. Yikes, 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 yikes. Only 18? Okay. What is OnAir up to? Would be a shame to repeat everything. I don't think it even detected that I started my beacon, my engines.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima climb and maintain flight level 360.
Climb and maintain flight level 360, citation 1 Charlie Lima. OnAir says your flight is active. Can you check where we are? Are we still on the airport or are we en route in your view? Alright, I don't think you can see me, can you? Yeah, that might not be a thing. Oh, look at how good that is. My goodness, that looks so good. Oh, wow. Okay. Thumbnail. So many thumbnail worthy moments. Yeah, I wish it did. Hopefully they'll add it eventually. That's a nice shot. It's a bit glary. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, so what should I do? I guess I can close OnAir just to know, and then we'll see where we end up. It's a bit of a shame. Okay, and then suddenly all my RAM has been freed up. Suddenly I'm only using less than half of it. So yeah, it was OnAir. That was the culprit. Yeah, if you had like employees, AI employees that flew, you saw those. You saw all those with active flights. It would make sense that they also added to OnAir eventually. Let's have a look where we are, if there's even an ongoing flight. No flight tracking in progress, that's a bad sign. It does say that we still have a flight here if we resume that. Tracking aircraft. Okay, it sees where we are, but it says we should be actually... Dang it. Wait. Teleport window. So if we stop that... RIP! Exactly! So it says we should be at... ground. Position aircraft in simulator.
500.
Oh, that works. Nice.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, climb and maintain flight level 360. Citation
I think this
1
will be
Charlie
bad.
Lima, contact Denver Center on 128.37. Enjoy.
Stop. Stop. So once we're here, we can resume tracking. Okay. Does that work? It seems like it works. Why does it say we're still there though? Okay, maybe when we move it will update. Okay.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, contact center on 128.37.
So we are... Where the heck are we? So it ended tracking us. Our engines are still on, that's good, but we don't have fuel. Hopefully it synced the fuel level as well. Alright. Taxi lights on. Seatbelt signs on.
May I have your attention, please? The captain has turned on the seatbelt sign. Please fasten your seatbelt and shoulder harness at this time.
These speeds have not been calculated. Everything got reset. Damn it.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima contact center on 128.37.
Center on 128.37, citation 1 Charlie Lima. Let's go back there. Hey Rohan! Mr. Morgan is flying something a bit more fancy. Flaps, take off. Lights, heater, landing lights, logo lights. No one here, looking good. Okay, let's do this again, take 2. But the trims have to be adjusted. 1 second, because I'm looking at my trims here. Ah, turn off autopilot.
Autopilot.
I'm adjusting my elevator trim. There you go. Alright, good. Let's go to heading mode first. Flight level change 240. Good. Right. Glitch in the matrix indeed. Starting to enjoy our Red Dead 2, but haven't been able to get enough time to get immersed in it so much yet. There's so much to do, huh? There's so much you can do in that universe. My goodness. Now that's an open world game. Let's just rotate at some random speed. That worked, thankfully. Positive rate, gear up.
American 756, center. American 756, 190, 230.
The damper is on. Autopilot is on.
American 756.
Climb detent. Thank you. Yeah, the hunting part, I got a bit exposed there. And I'm liking it so far. With the tutorial, and I've done... That's the first thing I did when I got into the open world stuff. That's the first thing I did. I hunted a deer so that the camp would have food to eat and stuff like that. Is it right you just donate that deer to the camp? I tried to do it, I'm not sure if I did it right. Okay, looks like it's working now. OnAir is tracking us, that's good. Do you guys know what this is? Is this like glide distance? I see timestamps here like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It's quite nice. Okay, now it's working. And now we really have to fast forward this, I imagine. Okay, let's make it faster, otherwise we won't reach destination. 10,000 feet, make sure to turn off the landing lights. What the heck is that thing? Oh, it's gone. Someone's in a rush. Can leave it on the horse. Ah, okay, you don't have to carry it with you, I see. Yeah, when I talk to Pearson, it's like donating the deer. I guess that's the one. So once we get to... Where were we a while ago? I'll report back to center. It's your range at the current speed. Ah. So that I'll be in that area at that time, given my... if I maintain my current speed, I see.
Contact Denver Center on 125.35. Have a good morning.
125.35, good morning. Citation 1 Charlie Lima. Deja vu. Center, citation 251 Charlie Lima. Flight level 205, climbing flight level 360. Is that too much? Center, citation 1 Charlie Lima, climbing flight level 360.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima
There we go.
radar contact.
Okay, that works. By speeding the time. I wish that would work. Yeah, unfortunately it's not as smooth. The autopilot gets wonky if you accelerate like this. So there is a limit to what you can do. It's where you will be when you level off at your selected altitude. It's where you will be when you level off at selected. Oh, let's see. So I'll be on that outer circle. Yeah, I'm not sure I understand it. I'll be there by that time. Like, I think there is a time that says here 5, 10, 15 minutes or something like that. Worries. Sorry guys, it's getting a bit laggy. That should change in a bit, hopefully. We should have a top of descent indication here, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not sure if that got bugged with our current predicament. Well, in any case, ATC will give us something anyway, so we shouldn't have to rely on VNAV so much. Oh, the banana line, I see what you mean. Right. Yeah, that's a very useful tool. That is essential, especially
Citation
in
1
the
Charlie Lima,
TBM.
climb and maintain flight level 360.
Climb and maintain flight level 360, citation 1 Charlie Lima. This is one of the bugs that they have requested to fix. No matter how high you are, if you are on top of a mountain, you kind of feel the updrafts from the mountain regardless of your altitude. Like normally if you're that high already, you shouldn't even feel it anymore, but
Citation 1 Charlie
I think
Lima,
there's a bug.
expedite climb to flight level 360.
And yeah, ATC is complaining because it seems like we have stopped climbing. I think we have to adjust this a bit. Flight level change, let's maybe make it 220 so that we have a bit more a steeper climb. How are you doing, Rohan? What have you been busy with so far? Playing anything new? Death Stranding still? Came back from work. Look at you, hard worker. Working for the monitor. Still playing Death Stranding. Is that a new job? Interestingly enough, that didn't switch to Mach
Citation 1
speeds.
Charlie Lima, contact Denver Center on 127.55. Enjoy your morning.
Center 127.55. Good morning. Citation 1 Charlie Lima. 12755. That reminded me of that one flight I did with VATSIM. Someone recognized my accent and talked to me in Tagalog even though they were not Filipino. They told me Maligayang Pasko, which is Merry Christmas in Filipino. Center, citation 1 Charlie Lima, climbing flight level 360.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, good morning. Radar contact. Citation 1 Charlie Lima, climb and maintain flight level 360. Citation 1 Charlie Lima, expedite climb to flight level 360.
Southwest 495, traffic no factor, descending maintain 10,000. Maintain 10,000, Southwest 495.
There we go, we're climbing. There's too many cutscenes. Oh yeah. That is why. That's a good call, Trotter. Makes sense why I'm going so slow. I thought it was the time acceleration. Good call. See? That's why I have you guys
Citation 1
around.
Charlie Lima, climb and maintain flight level 360.
Southwest 495, contact approach 1
Why am I so slow?
2435, they show up to Southwest 495.
Altitude.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, climb and maintain flight level 440.
Climb and maintain flight level 440. Citation 1 Charlie Lima. There we go, I see the top of descent indication now. It works. So many pending games.
1267, Skywest 3334.
Have you guys tried, what is this game? Horizon Zero Dawn? Zero Dawn? It was, I think, a PS4 exclusive before, but it got ported over to PC, although I've heard some negative feedback about the port itself, although they said the game itself was great.
Climb and maintain flight level 440, citation 1 Charlie Lima.
United 395, center, clear direction, frequency.
Zero Dawn has been optimized now. Ah, that's good. In VR. That works with VR? Cool. Zero Dawn works perfectly now. Ah, nice. Because I was deciding initially, I have both of those on my wish list, whether I would buy Zero Dawn or RDR2. But I think RDR2 was more, how do you say? Maybe that's more of a must-have. But if you were to pick, which one would you like better? If you can only choose one, that might be a hard decision. Zero Dawn was having issues, but fixed most of them. Oh, this looks so nice.
Altitude.
I love the texture of the mountains below. It's so good. Of course, I forgot about that, Jay. I probably didn't even recognize the game. So which one would you pick? Red Dead 2 or Horizon Zero Dawn? Ah, beautiful. Now this is a time-lapse video. Yeah, both is not an option. For you, it's always all of them. But if you can only choose one, which one would you choose? Horizon Dawn is more fantasy. Yeah, I think it's more sci-fi, right? Different universe altogether.
Air 5 Alpha Juliet, contact 11995, adios. Adios, 1995, Alpha Juliet.
Cruising altitude. Let's keep that N1 around 94-95%. Actually getting close to top of descent already. Are we? 1 second. Yeah, very close. Interesting. You would pick Zero Dawn, but you love fantasy games more. Ah, I see. Because of the online part. But only for the single player part. Do you like Zero Dawn better? Maybe I should have bought that instead. I'll probably buy both eventually. Ah, looks so good from below. Look at that. The power of satellite imagery. RDR2 is the right choice. Yeah, I think RDR2 is something I would
Citation 1
pick
Charlie
first.
Lima, contact Los Angeles Center on 124.2. Have a good morning.
124.2, good morning. Citation 1 Charlie Lima. Center citation 251 Charlie Lima at flight level 440.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, good morning. Radar contact.
Wait one
Altimeter
time, then leave it.
3010. Citation 1 Charlie
3010.
Lima, descent via the CJ4 arrival with descent transition to 5,400 feet, altimeter 3018 at MC Karen International.
MC Karen, huh?
Descent via the CJ4 arrival with descent transition to 5,400 feet, altimeter 3018, citation 1 Charlie Lima.
So descend via the SID at the star, they said. So basically we can just set 5,400 in the selected altitude here. Let's go there, 5,400. Basically something like that. And hit VNAV here. And let the FMS take us the rest of the way through given these altitude restrictions. Hopefully that works. We should be mindful of our speed though. So we'll keep a close eye on that. I also have the chart open. There we go. Starting our descent. We'll double check OnAir is still working. Okay, it's still tracking us good. I think we can slow down now. Normal sim rate. Get to play more characters like Bounty Hunter, Collector. Ah, nice. Cool. Yeah, you seem to like very much Red Dead Online. Maybe I can get to try it eventually. So the thing they say that it's filled with hackers, is that more of an exaggeration, I imagine? So let's have a look. The departure, or the arrival rather, looks like this. So we're starting off in Sin right here. Should be above flight level 190 in Hold'em. Let's see. Above flight level 190 in Hold'em. Above 16,000 feet in Casino. Oh, Casino, that's nice. Zig, 12,000 exactly. 10,000 City. Oh, interesting. Okay, this will be interesting for VNAV. Because we have some specific altitude restrictions. So it will be interesting to see if the FMS will be able to lead us there exactly. Oftentimes the restrictions are above this, above that, but it's seldom that it specifies an exact altitude restriction. So we'll see if it's able to do that. Cool. Let's monitor the situation. Also 250 knots at Zig, I have to be mindful of that too. It was before, with the hacker problems. Rockstar's very strict company, so they have fixed most of them. Ah, nice. Good that they're working on that. $7 with all the DLCs? Wow. That's a bargain. It's an amazing game. Is that the game with the old snake? I think I played that in PS3. Or is that 4? Do you also have this problem in Red Dead? Whenever you start the game, it starts off with a low volume and you have to go to the volume mixer to bring it back up to 100%. I've seen many people having similar problems. It happens to me every time. I think it came about with this recent update, December update, based on what people are saying. It's a new issue. Yeah. I was so weirded out with it because it was my first time playing the game. So first time I loaded it, why is it so quiet? And then people started speaking, I could hardly hear them. I was like, what the heck is happening? And then thankfully Google is there to save the day. And then I had to look at my volume mixer and it's like, what the heck? Oh, it's so good. Cannot get over the visuals of this sim. Never happened before. Yeah, that's what I heard. Guess I got lucky then, huh? And then I got absolutely overwhelmed with all the graphics settings. I maxed them all out. And I ended up with like 48 FPS. I toned some of them down and then it's great now. I'm sitting at like, I don't know, between 70 to 100 FPS depending on the scenery, but it's silky smooth, so I don't look at the FPS anymore. Don't need to Google for it. Well, Google is very fast. But yeah, for more advanced stuff, sure. I'll message you. Thanks. Yeah, it's always cheaper for Jay. The regional prices are very much in his favor. Yeah, I watched that, Rohan. 2 parts. I followed them basically. Let me lower the volume of the chatter a bit. I think it's a bit much. There you go. Can't believe how the graphics looks like in that game though. I was not expecting so much. Because when was it released? For PC last year, and for console a year before that or something. So I wasn't expecting so much great graphics, and it doesn't use ray tracing or any of the fancy stuff, right? My goodness! As soon as it loaded, I was like, "Is this real?" And like the animations are just totally different level. Like even the small things, like when the characters get something, interact with the world, they're just not snapping into place. Like, oh, suddenly he's holding the canned goods, or suddenly he's holding the weapon. Like every transition is there, picking up the weapon, picking up the animal, dropping it off. It's super smooth. Like the attention to detail is amazing. So that's what you get with a proper AAA game. All the bells and whistles. It's good. "60 FPS in 4K, but it uses 100% GPU. Yeah. My GPU is maxed out the entire way. I don't even limit the FPS anymore. I just go exercise. good. That's why I've not been trucking much, yeah. I wasn't so interested with the other games anymore because I had lots of limitations before. Time limitation, GPU limitation, hard drive limitation. Now most of those are gone except the time limitation, which you can always make time for something if you prioritize it. So I guess no videos for the foreseeable future. Bye guys. It truck because of natural looks. Any news from Kirill? I guess not, huh? I guess best we can hope for is 1.40 really. Although that being said, I was in Jack's stream a while ago. I dropped by. He's using realistic graphics mod for ATS. It actually looks pretty nice. Very natural looking, very easy on the eyes. Like with JBX, you get these vibrant pictures. The Instagram filter has been lessened. Very much lessened, but still very vibrant. Realistic graphics, RGM, has a very different appeal. Like it focuses on the how do you say, it's just very chill basically, which is very nice. Good for the long hauls, I guess. Discord where? When? You'll have to give me a few more details. RBW. Oh, they lessened the fog, right? That would be nice. That's the thing I absolutely hated. NL website is shut down, deactivated. Ah. Okay, so it looks like NL is really saying bye-bye. Oh, that's unfortunate. No more download options. That's sad. Let's look at our ETA here. ETA 15 minutes. We should have enough time, but that's kind of cutting it close. So let me fast forward a bit more here. Double check that OnAir is still tracking us. Good. Alright. I think that's good enough leeway. Now they did say altimeter is 3018. Okay, let's follow that then. 3018. It's good. And then it says at Zig we have to be at 250 knots and then 12,000. So that would be interesting to see if we can capture that exactly by just using VNAV. Oh, so nice here. The combination of the clouds and the mountains is amazing. Let's have a look from outside. Oh my. That is super high quality. Absolutely amazing. Okay, let's go 250 knots here. Inklicker was funding for the website. Who is Inklicker? I'm not sure if I know him. Oh, that's sad. Kirill is working for SES now. That might not be a stretch, given the history of very known people going to SES. Not Vander, Sissel. He might have a hand in 1.40, huh? That wouldn't be so surprising. He was on the NL server, I see. ETA 14 minutes. I might have to fast forward a bit more. Let's see. Let's compute our performance for the approach. In Vegas, 337 at 17 knots, gusting 24. My goodness. So 337 at 17 knots. How do you factor in gust? I'm not sure. Maybe it's manual. So they might give us a different runway here. Yeah, let's do that later when we're assigned a runway. So we'll probably need to change this. Temperature outside -1. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, looks like we have no problem crossing ZIG at 12,000. You can see the vertical restriction delta 12,000. You can see ZIG here, range to alt, perfectly on the money there. Yeah, so 12,000 at ZIG, and then all we have to do is maintain that 250 knots limit. Looking good there. Right, fast forward. 12,000 at ZIG, exactly like so. Great. It looks like now we're leveling off.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, contact Las Vegas approach on 118.4. Have a good one.
118.4. Thank you. Citation 1 Charlie Lima. 118.40. Approach citation 251 Charlie Lima. Descending 5,400.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, good morning. Radar contact. Continue descent via the CJ4 arrival. For the ILS, approach to runway 26 right at MC Karen
26
International.
right.
Continue descent via the
Okay.
CJ4 arrival for the ILS, approach to runway 26 right. Citation 1 Charlie Lima. Citation 1 Charlie Lima, slow to 250 knots or less.
Oh, my bad. Okay, let's do our approach calculations here. That's actually not a good runway. Oh, I got that thing. I'm still not at 10,000
Citation
feet.
1 Charlie Lima, turn right heading 211 vectors to the ILS, approach for runway 26 right at MC Karen International, descend and maintain 6,500 feet.
Heading 211, descend and maintain 6,500 feet. Citation 1 Charlie Lima.
Aircraft calling approach, say again with your call sign.
Never mind. Okay. Let's descend on our own. Now, how does this work? Anti-ice is on. That should take care of itself, hopefully. Let me change the approach. Runway 26 right. ILS runway 26 right. Dang it, all the possible penalties. This is what I hate about OnAir.
May I have your attention, please? The captain
So
has
finicky.
turned on the seatbelt sign. Please fasten your seatbelt and shoulder harness at this time.
Oh, that looks so great though. Makes it worth it. Two six right. Minimums would be 2359, but before that, let's set up the nav. Tune would be 110.3. Okay, that's tuned, that's great. Tune the approach. Calculate the approach. 337 at 17 knots. Temperature would be 11 degrees outside. Alright, and then V speeds. Good. Alright, go back here. Now, how does this look for us? Hanko, let me see. Okay, Hoko rather. Hoko is the start of the approach. So I think what we can do is go legs page, direct Hoko. There you go. That would be more understandable. There's the ghost ILS. Looking good there. That means we should be able to switch to nav mode already. ILS 1.
Altitude.
There we go. Alright. There's Delta Airlines landing in there in front. Welcome back downtown. Got a lot of penalties from OnAir.
Citation
call
1
it,
Charlie
I have
Lima
it.
cleared for ILS approach to runway 26 right, fly heading 230 to intercept final.
Heading 230 to intercept. Cleared for ILS 26 right. Citation 251 Charlie Lima. Nav mode. There you go. Looks good.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima altimeter 3018 at MC Karen International Contact Tower on 118.75. Have a good morning.
118.75. Good morning.
Aircraft calling approach, say again with your call sign.
I'm busy. Overwhelmed. Tower citation 251 Charlie Lima, ILS runway 26 right.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima MC Karan International winds are 339er at 17 knots.
Do they clear us to land? Not really. It's not yet. Final approach fix is at Kondi, that's the next waypoint. Put some speed brakes in here.
Altitude.
259er. That looks good. Arm the approach. Glide slope is captured. Great. Since it ate all your RAM and crashed. I know, right? It's their fault. Hey, maybe. Flying to Vegas. Vegas, baby. Is that what they say? Missed approach altitude is 6,000 feet. Slow it down. Okay, flaps. Landing gear. Ooh, lagging like crazy here. I haven't seen Vegas with the new US update. I'm actually not sure if it got updated. 160 knots, full flaps, and going manual soon here. Let's have a look at the chart where we're landing here. Where we'll end up with 26 right. The winds are absolutely crosswindy. I'm not sure why they assigned us this runway. That's okay.
Autopilot.
Autopilot, yaw damper going off on our own.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, winds are 328 at 17 knots, cleared to land runway 26 right.
Runway 26 right, cleared to land, citation 1 Charlie Lima. Hey! Hey Chuck! Thanks for joining, guys. Woo! Delta Airlines parallel landing. Thankfully, they're landing on a different runway. Not the most stable approach, but with a bit crosswind, I guess it's acceptable. Let's dive a little in here, catch up to the glide slope. It seems like we're a bit high. Doesn't seem like the glide slope is correct in this case. Yeah, I'm not going to follow the glide slope, it looks wrong. Little left rudder. Just touch it down ever so
Citation 1
subtly.
Charlie Lima, exit runway when able.
Nice. Oh. 3 brakes. Thank you. Arrived somehow. Let's exit at Alpha 5, which is coming up soon. Look at the aileron deflection here, just so it wouldn't push me so much away from the center line. It's the passenger in the back. 716 Delta Mike, nice name. Thanks for joining. Pilot2ATC, yes indeed. Oh, that actually looks very nice. You can even see the pyramid from here, there. And other custom buildings, I imagine. Should have flown over there for a nice sight. Let's stop here. Flaps up. Heater off, landing lights off, strobes off. Clear of active, citation 251 Charlie Lima.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, welcome to MC Karan International, contact ground on 121.1. Enjoy your morning.
121.1, good morning, citation 251 Charlie Lima. Oh, maybe I should have done that before I switched frequency, huh? Ground citation 251 Charlie Lima, request parking to the general aviation ramp.
Citation 1 Charlie Lima, this is Las Vegas ground on 121.1, please repeat your request.
Never mind, we'll do it on our own. Let's just park somewhere nearby. Yeah, Pilot2ATC is okay. It's great enough, especially if you don't have fat SIM coverage in your area. Although yeah, it's not perfect. It can get a bit wonky at times. Where can we go? And this airport is huge. Lots of gates for airliners. Where is the GA area? GA is all the way on the other side of the airport, looks like. So we're like on the southeast corner. Let me show you. This is where we are. And the GA ramp is all the way there to the northwest. So we probably won't taxi all the way there because we'll run out of time if we try and do that. So instead we'll find somewhere to park. Somewhere nearby. Probably at the end of that gate. You guys been here before? I don't think I've ever landed in Vegas in real life before. Park on the strip. Hardly any VATSIM coverage in your area. Where is your area, Deso? Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining, everybody. Sorry I couldn't say hi to everyone. The workload became super hectic right there at the end. You can see me fumbling about and barely managing to land. But glad we made it in one piece. I'm sure the passengers and the cargo at our backs are happy as well. Let's just stop here. I'm sure someone will pick us up in the middle of nowhere. Expanse. Ooh, I still haven't caught up. I think I'm only in episode 3. Is it the 5th episode? I still haven't caught up with the Star Wars Discovery latest episode either, so plenty of things to catch up. Looking good there. Alright, turn off the avionics. Yeah, look at that. It says November 24 TBM 9:30. I don't know, the logbook is completely ruined for me, which is a shame. I was hoping I can use that to track my number of hours, but it's stuck at 119. So my last flight is apparently November. It's been a month. Right, there we go. Safety bonus has not been received. Thankfully, the others are there. Okay, you used an accelerated sim rate, so it's not going to get credited. Fine. It's not going to reflect yet. Yeah, I've heard lots of people complaining about the logbook. I haven't checked it myself, but now that I have, yeah, it appears I have the same issue. Anyway, at least we know in our hearts that we flew this properly. Well, properly might be stretching it a bit, but I'll take it. Anyway, right on time. Look at that. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Thanks for all the discussions. Enjoyed the flights today, despite the hiccups. Thanks for watching and thanks for hanging out. We'll be streaming 2 days from now, so New Year's Day we'll be trucking, as with the usual schedule. So in the meantime, catch you on Discord. Have a good one and clumsy flying. Bye. Catch you soon. Same to you, Jay. Yeah, see you on Discord. 251 Charlie Lima. We have our own CJ4 now on the VA. Amazing stuff. Thanks and bye-bye. Have a good one. See you, Mr. Morgan. Clumsy flying.